Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, to another smorgasbord of gear on the table. Today's video is going to be about belt setups. So if you remember way back when, I had a video on low profile belt setups, and I had a kydex mag carrier, AR mag carrier, all in a belt with a holster. Training, taking a class, being at the range, anything else you might need, ability to scale up in an emergency situation, and have access to more capability. So these are good, and the benefit of these is that not knocking these at all. You have good retention, of course. You have clips, you can easily add them. No need to thread a belt in and out, and you can scale up, scale down as much as you need. These are from Black Arch holsters, excellent clips, 1.5 inch on a belt, and not much of a downside to these, except for when the fact that you consider that you are relying on a clip at the end of the day. You do have kydex, which makes noise, and you also have a little bit more of a form factor, taking up more real estate on your belt, and a little bit harder to conceal, harder to blend in. I mean, there is some kind of shine this will shine, this will give off a little bit more signature than something else low profile. So what does low profile look like? Well, for me, it looks like something on a belt, able to be covered with a cover garment, something that you can easily blend in and out of a crowd with. Obviously, I'm talking about emergency situations for your personal self-defense and yours of your family, and obviously in compliance with everything else going on, to be reasonable, morally prudent, ethical, in accordance with the law and use of force and all that. So just getting that out of the way, obviously. But whether you're at the range or training, or you're a part of an agency and anything else, law enforcement, military, citizen, you have access to a whole variety of stuff on the market today more than ever before. You have different kinds of belt pouches. You can do your full war belt with the MOLLE panels and with MOLLE webbing and attached pouches, and you have HGSI tacos and G codes, except those rely on shock cord. And shock cord, interestingly enough, over time will begin to, elastic cord will begin to lose its elasticity, and you'll have a hard time keeping retention. Plus, not to mention that you have more moving parts there, your elastic can snag, and there's a lot of other things that can go wrong there. A lot of people have run it successfully for many years, and not knocking at all. They are both great American-made products, but I prefer the Esstac Kywis, as they're called, because of their ability to, as we'll talk about, mount on a standard belt. And this is just your regular leather gun belt. This is, you'd be carrying this for a CCW, just everyday wear. And the ability to still retain this and not have to escalate to something more, something that screams tactical, while having the ability to carry all this stuff on you, is really a desirable feature, I would think. So without further ado, let's talk about the Kywis. So what's the benefit of a Kywi is that they have a kydex insert over here, and this kydex insert is kept in with a canvas, or I shouldn't say canvas, I'm sorry, with a nylon shell. And nylon is nylon is mil spec. You have excellent stitching done all around. The quality is great. This will last you for a long time. I don't really feel a huge need to talk about Esstac, their build quality in general, because they do have an excellent reputation online. I'm not kidding. I'm not shilling for them here. They were kind enough to send this out for the channel to review. I had previously reviewed this for them. This is their Velcro shot shell card, and it mounts to the side of your receiver for extra spare ammo. These are A-Zoom snap caps, no live ammo here at all. But they're really well regarded in the tactical space by serious end users, by people that use duty grade gear. So this is not like a gimmicky type company or some cute thing. This is actually stuff that's going to last, and if you run it, it will do its job for you. So it's pretty ingenious design. You have a you have a hook stuck on the back of the kydex. The kydex gets compressed in, and it will retain, just for demonstration purposes, it will retain your mag. This looks funky because it's two 10-round P mags taped together. We can only run a fixed mag or 10 mag, we're limited to 10 rounds basically in this state. So sorry, hopefully that gets changed soon. So this will retain your kydex, and kydex will retain your mag until you decide it's time to pull it out. And at the same time, you have a nice, quiet nylon covering over here. You're not going to have much signature IR if that's your purpose. If you're in that field, if you're in that line of duty, not much signature in terms of just it's fabric, so it'll camouflage with your everyday type clothing choices. They have a variety of different colors available. This is Coyote. We have black, and we have Ranger green. There's also woodland camo, there's OD green, there's different kinds of Cryptex if you're back in the 2000s. Obviously multicam black if you're back in 2019, and a bunch of other different colors that I'm just not remembering off the top of my head. You can also configure pouches in different heights. So first of all, they have a ton of different pouches. You have 9mm as you see there in the middle left side of the screen. You have 5.56. I believe you have, I want to say 7.62. There's 9mm subgun types with like a higher magazine pouch. You can choose different heights. So this is considered a Kywi shorty for 5.56. This would be a Kywi mid. And you can see how much of the magazine is. I know it's not a full 30 round size, but I know it's not 30 round magazine, but this will pretty much represent what a 30 round magazine size looks like. So I thought it would be good for video purposes. This is how much would stick out of a shorty. Again, I see no reason to go with anything but a shorty because the retention is excellent. If you want to protect your mags from a little bit more dirt or dust and you're running them on like a placard, on a chest plate carrier, then maybe you would want to go with the mids. And just to show you the mids, the tape is kind of blocking it, but the mids will cover up most of it. And then you have also high. They make a variety of other stuff like I believe they make war belts. They make, obviously they're known for their Velcro cards, and we'll show those in a second. And they make some other stuff, nylon accessories. So definitely check them out if you're interested. And they are sold on other websites as well. Highly regarded, excellent to deal with. Everything came in nice. Everything came in. I'll talk about the build quality for a second. You can see there's no stitching that's not done properly. Everything is done properly. Everything is reinforced where it should be. No loose ends or threads. The kydex is nice and easy to work with. Just really, really good stuff in general. So Coyote, and you have your OD green. Oh, clips. So what are these clips here for? All right. So these clips are 1.75 inch belt loops. They come in a set of 2. Esstac sells them separately from their pouches, but you can obviously add them at the time of checkout. You have different ways of configuring these to your belt, or any kind of MOLLE webbing for that matter. You can use, I think, Malice clips and Alice clips. You can use the WTF straps, I think. These are like high pull-on type stuff that you can configure. And my favorite, which is why I was very pleased to see that this is compatible with my everyday belt, is these 1.75 belt loops. Now they're threaded into the MOLLE webbing on the back. It's kind of a pain and a bear to put it on. Advice: take out the kydex insert. You'll have to like wrench it back, and then you'll be able to configure them for the belt loops. So the issue is, sorry about the mess, guys. The issue is that once you get them in, you get in this one first, then you're going to get in this one. And once it's in, it's not coming out. So that's a good thing. Then you can stick in your kydex insert. So let me just show you guys how this threads in. And this is huge. I thought that this would be wobbly all over the place. This is a 1.5 inch leather gun belt from Relentless Tactical. And you can see how snug it is going in there. And there is no movement at all. There is no wobble at all. It is, at least for a gun belt this thick, which is not too thick. It's pretty much a standard thickness for a leather gun belt. This is Relentless Tactical gun belts. Also good company. Check them out if you need a gun belt. Not much, a little bit of movement, but if only because I'm deliberately moving it and it's contorting to the actual movement of the body, which is good. So it's not going to just be rigid. It's not going to dig into your back or anything like that. Just shaking it, it's not coming off. So definitely a excellent option to carry mags on your belt. Looks good. Ranger green, favorite color of mine. Check out the AR videos if you want to get a sense of how much I like Ranger green. So let's just go ahead and talk about the different configurations that they have. Okay, so I've organized the table out a little bit, and what you see here is a 5.56 shorty. This is for 5.56 AR mags. Has the 2 belt loops over here. Ranger green. Carries your mag. Retention is excellent. And when you decide to draw, you see how the kydex insert will collapse in on itself a little bit, allowing you to then still stays open. Unlike the tacos, which you sort of have to fight to reopen in order to re-index your mags, this stays open the whole time. You just re-index. Obviously, you're gonna have your mags. You're gonna have rounds facing backwards if you're carrying this on your left-hand side, and it's in. Now, threading it on a belt, like we said before. Goes in nice and tight. No wobble, no loosey-goosey, nothing of that sort. And it's in. So this is how it would ride on your belt line. And it's not coming out. This is perfect for training, for range use, duty, law enforcement, setup, civilian contexts as needed. And you have the ability to run a lot of firepower all around your belt this way just by threading it in with these belt loops. I really like the fact that these belt loops work on the belt, because I was looking for a lot of options. You know, there's a lot of MOLLE out there, and not a lot of it is compatible with regular belts. So I think the option to configure your belt to have this stuff on there is really, really key. Let me just show you guys how to insert the kydex. So, by the way, these kydex stuff can be remolded. So if you notice here, and I'll try to get that view, this size is a little bit different than this. And I was able to, with a lighter, you're able to narrow down the, make it a little bit more slimmer. And what that means is that whenever you put in a mag, it will not hold it as tight. So the retention is definitely adjustable. There's an infinite amount of times you can heat and reheat and let it cool and redo that. And there's videos on Esstac's website of the owner doing that and showing that, so you guys can get a look. It will leave some bright spots if you leave the lighter on there for too long. That's fine. It's not a big deal. As long as you don't physically deform this, you should be good to go to reuse this multiple times. You can also use the pistol kydex inserts for lights, for pepper spray, for a bunch of other stuff. If you're creative, pretty much, and you have patience, pretty much you can just do anything you want with these and mount anything you need on your belts. And this will fit. This will accommodate, the pistol ones will accommodate double stack mags of alt types, pepper spray, flashlights, anything else you can think of that would fit in this will probably fit. So this one is done a little bit more open to have a little bit easier retention, and this will go with a mid in Coyote, and I'll show you guys actually how to install that. So you're going to squeeze this, protect the Velcro hook from engaging the soft loop. Sneak it in. Oh, got stuck. Sneak it in until you're snug here, and check here. Good. Pack it in. There you go. Now with this, I can take a card, and here's another way to mount shot shells. You can just have these, the pull tab facing out. When it's time to pull out, you have a full card. You can just stack it on your receiver and get back to doing what you're doing. Excellent retention. Still kind of low profile. This will all hide under a cover garment without any issue. Should not be bulky at all. So I really like the fact that I can carry extra rounds this way. They're retained. They'll blend in. There's no issue at all with it. And the Esstac, here, we'll just show you guys. You can snake this through as well. You can carry multiple stuff here. Doesn't sit too low from the belt line. With a lot of the stuff, the weight will add up. So definitely have a good belt if you're going to be carrying this stuff. So if you ever had an idea that you're going to pass out pouches to your family or friends, or you have your neighborhood community watch, or whatever it is that you want to form up, having the ability to mount it on regular everyday pouch belts instead of MOLLE gear that many people may not have is an excellent idea. Here are the clips. Like I said, that will come in this nice Ziploc bag, and everything from Esstac is packaged really nicely. Also wanted to show you guys, this is the double magazine pouch, and this one you can either choose a double, single, triple magazine pouch. The magazine pouch can come with the AR mag pouch. I prefer to have the mag pouches and the pistol mag separate, because if you're going for a carbine training class, you may not be bringing a sidearm with you, so that should be separate. And then you maybe just be doing a pistol class, so you want to have your pistol mag separate. I prefer also, there's an option to have them together or with a gap. I prefer to have a gap because it will have a little bit of more space for you to be able to index, and well, really the rounds should be facing straight ahead. You want to have room to index for mag and not have like them too close together. And it's a little bit of a gap. It's worth it. It separates it out a little bit, makes it look nicer, and doesn't scrunch it up too much, too close together. You also have, this one has no kydex insert because I wanted to show you how I insert it. And here, if you'll notice, there's no differentiating, there's no way to choose different kind of heights with pistol mags. This is just the standard height, and this is an MMP compact, basically Glock 19 size magazine. Will fit in here. They also have separate, I think, 2011 mags, different kinds of mags, but generally this pouch will accommodate all the main double stack mags that you'll be carrying in this kind of configuration. So you do have the lip here of the magazine that's able to be gripped. You don't have the rest of the body of the magazine, but that's fine because you're going to be grabbing like this, and will be on a belt. You'll be grabbing out. So I don't see this being a big issue. I know some other mags will leave a lot more exposed, but in my mind, it doesn't really make that big of an issue. And if you find you have a hard time grabbing the mags out, obviously, like I said, you can adjust the retention with a lighter and conform it to whatever kind of setup you want. This will go in here. Well, actually, I'm not going to do this on camera because it's probably going to be a little bit more aggravation, but it does take a little bit of timing to get it in just right before you bring your hand out and the Velcro will activate. The hook will grab the loop. So same deal here though. This is a double mag carrier, pairs nicely this way. You have your 2 mags, you have your AR mag on your belt, pretty solid setup right there. You can add another AR mag here. You can have 2 mags, you can do mag and shotgun, you can have any kind of configuration you can dream up of. Esstac can definitely work with that. In terms of the shotguns stuff, so I was going to make this into a separate video. I'm just going to combine it into one big video encompassing all Esstac stuff. They do come with a lot. These are, I already cut one just the size of my receiver. I'm showing you that momentarily. This is just the Velcro that you'll be applying to your receiver. You can actually use this sticky Velcro pretty much on any surface. If you want to have cards mounted on a wall of your I don't know, bedroom, your safe, on a vehicle, these will grip on. These could grip on the bottom of a car floor if you're a law enforcement, or on the top of your car ceiling. If that's grippy enough for this, this will grip to the sides of your the soft lining on your safe. So there's a lot of ability to mount this stuff everywhere, and especially it goes without saying, it can go in the pouches like you guys see here. It can also go in, this is a shorty coyote pouch. Have all the kydex inserts out, A, because I wanted to show you guys, and B, because I'm just custom molding each one for the appropriate level of retention that I desire. But yeah, this will also fit in here. Just show you guys. This is a 5-rounder. Can also be accommodated in a shorty. You'll have 2 rounds poking out of a 5-rounder. This is also a 5-rounder. You'll have 1 round poking out. So just if you wanted to measure what kind of pouch sizes you wanted. Esstac also has a 6-rounder. This is 6 rounds. 6 rounds will also, I think, probably will have like 2 poking out from the mid. 6 is good. I think when it comes to the optimal, the sweet spot is 5. Here's another coyote. I just have black and coyote in terms of colors, but you can also get ranger green, different kinds of colors. You can differentiate. You can have coyote as all slugs, and black is all buckshot, and green can be your birdshot, and you can have less lethal and multicam. So you have the ability to custom choose colors and customize your loadout that way as well. What else I wanted to talk about? Oh, you also have the option of choosing mollywebbing on the outside of your pouch, or just have it naked, which is just no webbing at all. And that's what I opted for pretty much. I wanted to have one just to show you guys how it looks like. So there's you have the ability to run shot cord through here, have like flex cuffs. If that's for your mission, you can have like probably attach like a small like lighter or a flashlight or chem lights or anything else in here. It'll probably hold it pretty well as well. Good stitching here. You guys can appreciate that. Solid stitching, and it's not going to come loose on you at all. But I prefer just this just because I'm not running anything. I'm not running anything extra in here. So just regular, nothing else. That's pretty much it. There's a lot more to Esstac than just this stuff, but this is pretty much what they're famous for. Again, sorry for the mess. Just tend to get animated. Pretty tough, and I'll talk enthusiastically about this stuff because I'm happy that I found an option. This is good. Like I said, you can keep this in your car. You can keep this in your car, easy on, easy off type option. If you're going to a dedicated training class, you have to up your capability up in an emergency, range training, anything else. This is excellent to have, and all you need is one gun belt for all this stuff. One gun belt for your CCW stuff, one gun belt for your loadout, and you're good to go. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to answer it. There are a bunch of other review videos on Esstac out of there. Check out Tactical Considerations. Love his channel. He has a lot of good things to say about the Esstacs, and he also has in-depth review on them on a different kind of belt. One last note I'll make is I have another excellent belt here. This is a Blue Alpha Gear belt, and unfortunately this belt will not accommodate the clips. So you guys can see here, it's just not fitting in here. So I don't want to force it and break or ruin a clip, but unfortunately your nylon belt, as this is configured, will not accommodate these clips. Obviously I could still use them with kydex. I know Blue Alpha Gear makes a low profile belt. I think that will for sure accommodate it because there's no buckle there, it's just Velcro. So that's all I have for you guys. Super long video, usually don't do one of these, but there's a lot to talk about. This is pretty much a one-stop option. Esstac is pretty much a one-stop solution for all your tactical gear, belt needs, chest rig needs, anything else you might need. You can get it from Esstac, and you should be pretty squared away for anything that might come down the road. So that's all. Thanks again for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Reach out with any questions. Thanks again to Esstac for making this review video possible. And you guys will probably be seeing this more in future videos, a lot more to come. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thanks a lot.